In all of these situations, we cannot rebel, we cannot make revolutions, we cannot, and then you will find people coming along thinking, oh, well, like you have the Ikhwanis, like you find in the books of Sayyid Qutb and people like that, calling for a type of communism, a type of socialism, and speaking with the same ideas. What does that lead to? It leads to revolution and even greater turmoil, destruction, revolutions. And then the non-Muslims come along and they take advantage of that situation. Just look at, let me stay on this point for a bit longer. There are people nowadays, when we explain these realities from the Sharia and from Al-Qadr, right? When we explain these things, they will come to us and say, you are the bootlickers of the rulers. You are the bootlickers. You are the madkhali bootlickers. These are misguided, intellectually crippled, mentally deranged people who do not understand anything of the wisdoms of the Sharia. But they think they are so intellectually sophisticated and so smart that they can denigrate the people of the Sunnah by saying you are madkhali bootlickers. I want to give you just a few examples. Let's take 3 nations in the modern era. You have Iraq, you have Syria, and you have Libya. The rulers of each of these 3 nations were disbelievers. The Muslim scholars declared them to be disbelievers. You have Saddam Hussein, who is a Ba'athi. A Ba'athi is like a type of socialism, communism, mixed in with Arab nationalism, right? You have Assad, Bashar al-Assad, and his father before him. These are the worst. They are Nusayri, Alawi, Nusayri, Kuffar, Mushrikeen. They are Batinis, right? They're not Muslims. Ruling Syria. And then you have Libya, Gaddafi, who is a socialist, again. And the Muslim scholars made takfir of him many decades ago. Now, if we were to say, and we did say, the people of the Sunnah, do not rebel against the ruler, not because we consider him to be a Muslim ruler or a tyrannical Muslim. No, we know he's a disbeliever. But do not rebel, do not revolt, because if you do so, the harms that are going to come to you and your society is going to be multiple times more than the oppression that you are experiencing now. Don't do it. Don't do it. Right? What do we see what happened? We see that first of all, non-Muslim agencies, intelligence agencies, they start funding opposition groups and parties to stoke up the opposition, right? Then they create this kind of civil strife and then they use it as an excuse, right? To then eventually to make a revolution or to a war, whatever it might be, right? These types of people become playthings in the hands of external foreign vultures to help them fulfill their agendas, right? But if we were to say, and we did say, have patience under Bashar al-Assad, not because we believe he's a sinful Muslim ruler. No, we know he's a disbeliever, right? But the harms that are going to come to you are going to be more times than whatever hardship you have now. Same with Libya, right? Same with Iraq, right? If we were to say that, and we did say that, they would say, oh, you are defending these, disbelieving tyrants. Well, no, we're not. We don't have a simplistic child's level understanding of the situation like what you do. Do you understand? Right. So in the same way, we say the same thing about actual Muslim rulers, right? And there is some more detail to this because the issue comes down to, are you allowed to criticize them openly, or does it have to be in private? It's the nature of how do you advise a Muslim ruler, right? But in any case, the point that I'm making here is that there are people who, when we speak with these affairs of the Sharia and the wisdoms behind the Sharia and how the Sharia is minimizing the potential evil that can happen in a society to protect it and the nation as a whole from these types of calamities and hardships that we see in Iraq and Syria and these other places. Many of these people will attack us and say, well, you are bootlickers, you are defending the race. No, it's not. It's not because of that reason. It's because of the wisdoms that the Sharia has actually come with, right? So